guys, this is what I have here. I have 1, 2, and 3 pots with soil in it. It's super dry right now, but I'm gonna fix these up. I'm gonna scoop out the old stuff and put new plants into them. So I have like 2 similar pots and I have 1 big pot here, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix them up and probably put the biggest plant that I have that I bought. These are the plants that I bought here, and I'm gonna fix them up and put the biggest plant in here and the two small plants in here. So what's gonna happen over here is I have like 3 plants. I have a cilantro one. I'm not gonna touch it too much because eventually it's hard to wash them otherwise. So I have a cilantro plant here, and then I have a rosemary, and then I have a mint. So they're all my favorite. I wouldn't say, oh, this is my favorite one. I mean, in looks, this is my favorite because this is bloomed so well. But in looks wise, this looks the best because this is bloomed so well. Otherwise, they're all my favorite. Rosemary, basil. I don't have basil right now, but rosemary, basil, cilantro, and mint. I love these herbs. So these are what I'm planting right now, or about to plant. Wanted to show you guys, and this is what I'm using. I'm using a pair of gloves. These are really dirty, but they just need to be washed, but they've been used for planting before too, so that's why they're so dirty. And I'm gonna use one of these, I forgot what you call them. It's like a scooper for dust or for mud and all, and a small jug to water the plants. So yeah, this is what the setup looks like right now. So this and this. So I'm about to set this whole up. I'm gonna kind of mop up this area and make it look prettier, and I will show you the final results, but you will be watching as I plant it, so keep watching. Alright guys, so I just got done fixing these 3 plants, and I removed the old plants, old stems and all that were in there. Next thing I'm gonna do, please ignore that noise, it's just the next door neighbor. But next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plant this plant, that cilantro, in the middle one, and I'll show you how it looks. It's just loose soil now. I kind of had to put a little bit of water in them because they were really, really dry. Yeah, they were like a year old, so I had to put some water in them. But yeah, I'm about to plant the cilantro and I'll show you how it looks, and then I'm going to plant the rosemary in this one and the mint in this one. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Alright guys, so I just finished planting this one. It looks pretty good. Only thing is it's kind of wilted, but I also gave it some water. I'll see if I need to give it some more water, but for now it looks like it's okay. See, this is so dry, you see that, and this is not as dry anymore, so I'm just gonna wait for it to kind of soak up a little bit and see how much more I need to put in, because I'm still working on these 2 plants, this one and this one. So yeah, but I already planted this one. It's, poor thing's a little wilted, but I hope it rises up again. I got a little late in planting it, but yeah. So this is what this one looks like. It looks pretty, it doesn't look that bad. I hope it wakes up again, but it's kind of went to sleep. But anyways, it'll be fine, and I'm gonna move on to the next one. Alright guys, ignore the mess please. I'm gonna pick that up, after I'm done planting all that mess. I'm gonna pick it up, don't worry. There's like mess everywhere. This one I'm actually using to set aside extra mud. See, this is where I planted the cilantro. And this is what I'm using to actually scoop out some of the mud, because you have to scoop up some of the mud in order to put the plant in it, in the vase, because obviously you can't just put the plant like that and we're good to go. You're gonna have to scoop out some of the mud onto that, and then put the plant into it and cover it up, or cover the roots up with a little bit of mud and water. So yeah, that's what I did, and this is what I used to put the extra mud where, because if I put it over here, it's gonna seep right through the wood. So yeah, you need to put it. I used that, and that was what came with the mint one. So I used that plastic to actually put the mud on, or put the scooped out mud on, and yeah, I just planted that cilantro. I like it. It doesn't look too bad. I'm hoping it wakes up again, but let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Imagine my fingers are crossed. Anyways, so yeah. And by the way, this is my index finger. I'm not doing the middle finger or anything. So yeah, fingers crossed that this one wakes up. It should wake up. I'm gonna baby it for a couple days and it'll be fine. So next up is rosemary. Let's go for it. Show you how it looks. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you how it looks when I sort of make a depression into the mud. You see how, I hope you're able to see that there is a depression in the mud. See, I can put my finger in it and there's a depression. There's like this and there's like this. So this I just want to show you. This is how I make a depression and then I put the plant on top. You want to make sure that it's as deep enough as much as the plant is. So that is about 3 inches deep, I think. So this is, I'm gonna kind of deepen it a little bit more, but yeah, this is how I make it. I'm gonna put the plant in and then I'm gonna put some mud on top. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you how this is the cilantro and this is how the rosemary came out. Oh my god, I love this plant. I love rosemary, cilantro, basil, and mint. So you give me any of those 4 plants, I will be happy. This is how beautiful this looks. It's so beautiful, oh my gosh. It's like an award for me when it comes out really nice. Oh my god, ignore that. Okay. Alright guys, so this is the final result. I finally planted the rosemary right here. Yeah, so this is how the rosemary looks after it's been planted. And here's my cilantro. Yes, I'm taking this video after a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, I couldn't really finish the video earlier on. But this is how the cilantro looks and it's finally grown. You can see how beautiful it is. I did have to cut off the wilted cilantro that was there, and you know, I mean, I didn't really cut off and just discard it. I cut it off and I kind of I used it up in some recipes. But yeah, so this is how the cilantro is because I left the roots and now the cilantro looks this big. It's actually really big. Look at that. It goes up to all the way to here, and yeah, it's so pretty. It has like pretty flowers, and yeah, so it's really pretty, and I can still use all of this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just let it grow for a little bit so I have more. And yeah, so this is how it is. It's a little windy here. And then here's my mint. Since I did show you how to plant the one of the herbs, so I just went ahead and planted this. And so yeah, again, like I said, I'm filming the remaining of this video after a couple of weeks for some reason. So yeah, this plant has grown. It has like long stems. Please ignore that. That's just a mess right there. But yeah, it has grown quite a bit like that. And yeah, so this still smells so good. And so this is how my mint looks. And finally, like I said, I do like basil, so I did end up buying basil a couple weeks later, and oh my god, this looks so pretty. It has grown though. It has grown since I've bought it. And you touch the leaves and they smell so good. They just, you know, the wind kind of touches the leaves and it kind of spreads this beautiful aroma in the entire air. So I can smell the basil from here and it just smells so good and it feels so good and looks so good. I just love basil. So I am going to use this soon in some sort of a recipe. I'm probably going to try and make some either spaghetti or some pizza or something like that, just to use up a lot of this basil, because if we don't use up these big leaves of basil, soon they will start turning yellow or they will start kind of wilting down and they'll just not be of any use. So it's a good idea to use them if they grow really big, and you just want to make sure that they're all watered up really well, because otherwise they will sort of dry down and they will wilt down, and yeah, they just, you know, they need to be taken care of really well. So I watered them yesterday, so I'm not going to water them today because it doesn't look like a really bad weather today. It looks really pretty, and it's not really, you know, sunny much today. So I'm just going to leave them today like as is. Excuse me. And yeah, so this is how it looks. They look really pretty. All three of them are my favorite, but I like Rosemary and Basil the most. But they're all four of them are my favorite for sure.